Hey everybody, Spaceman here with a new Warcraft 3 commentary for you. So, I'm going to preface the game by saying I'm not doing Spaceman climbs. I just don't have the time to play Warcraft these days that I used to. But I'm still watching streams all the time. I'm still following the scene. I still very much love the game, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a little more involved again. I love this game. So although I'm not able to do Spaceman climbs, at least for now, I am going to be posting some professional replays or replays of very strong players, which I can download from Warcraft 3 info. Thank you to all the guys involved on that site. You guys are great. You're keeping the community alive. Well, I guess the community is alive either way, but very much appreciate everything that you guys are doing. So I downloaded this from your website, and this is a game between Happy in the southwest corner and Unique in the northeast. And Unique is also known as Blade, at least if the replay I downloaded is to be trusted. So I haven't seen this game. I don't know at all what's going to happen. I know that the meta these days is all over the place, which I love and I find very exciting. But that said, I don't expect a whole lot of deviation, at least at the beginning of this one. I expect this to be an Archmage. Look at that. Still got it. Still got it. Archmage and Footman, and we're going to see some power creeping, I imagine. But I'm interested to see where it goes from there. And of course, we all know Happy. Happy is such a strong player. Crypt Lord is definitely becoming a little trendier these days, especially with the recent buffs. Lich. We've even seen Lich first popping up here and there, but I wouldn't expect anything else from Happy. Happy is consistent. He is absolutely consistent. He loves his Death Knight, and I'm not at all surprised to see him going Death Knight first. But from here, it's going to be interesting. I don't know if we can expect Ghoul play, or how quickly he'll branch into Fiends, and how many Fiends he'll get. It's very exciting stuff. So, looks like some early power creeping by the Death Knight. I really like this trick. Using a coil, you can quickly kill the level 3 without even bringing over any ghouls. So you don't sacrifice any of your wood income. And the Death Knight's able to creep this camp really quite easily. And by using the coils early, you're getting full value on your mana regen time, right? Because if you're not casting your spell, then you're really not generating any mana, which means you're kind of losing value on how much damage your hero could be ultimately outputting. So he doesn't lose a whole lot by doing this. This is interesting. Footman gets 1 kill. Will he get a second? No, I'm surprised he's not going for it. He's being a nuisance. There was some scouting here. Just 1 ziggurat still. So very early tech without a second zig from Happy. But that's to be expected. He uses his 3rd charge on the Rod of Necromancy to cause some problems here. Feeds a little bit of experience to the Archmage, who must have crept. Yeah, he crept this spot. I guessed the wrong one at the beginning of the replay, but it wasn't too far off. Can Happy grab it? Can he grab it? No, he'll have to run away because, again, he doesn't want to give away the experience. This Trapper will get the Death Knight very close to level 2, but he won't be quite there yet. Oh, he is. Shows what I know. Okay, so we have a level 2 Death Knight. Pretty cleanly from Happy. And this is already one major difference between when I was, last really casting replays and today. We did not see a fast expansion from the human against an undead. I think that's a beautiful thing. The meta has changed so dramatically that we're seeing, just a Footman tech with human into probably Rifleman Priests. That's what I'm expecting to see, but again, things are switching up, and I can't say I'm the most up to date, so maybe there are new and even trickier things going on in these human versus undead matchups. Good kill here. That Footman's going down. Happy's sacrificing a couple skeletons, but I don't think he's lost any units which are worth gold yet. Look at this. Necropolis way up by the human expansion. Is Happy planning on expanding there once he hits tier 2? Or is he gonna... He must be, right? He must be. Alright, sorry. Down here, Blade gets the Cloak of Shadows, which is a much better item now that it can be used during the day as well. A lot of rod uses from Happy. This is number 6. Both skeletons go down very quickly, but he is going to kill a Footman. Almost got a surround on the Death Knight there. Nice coil to ensure the turtle kill. I think Blade should be able to finish this one off cleanly enough. Yeah. Crypt Fiend's backing out. Happy has reached tier 2. I don't have any of those fancy overlays, guys. I might do it in the future, but I have to switch players in order to see their resources right now. So Happy's at 800 gold. He's not getting his second hero yet. Attacking immediately to tier 3. With the Blade, or the human player named Blade, so close that he's able to go right for those accolades. The ghouls are in position. The Nerubian Tower is putting a lot of slow on the Archmage, so he is going to be forced back eventually. Death Knight looks a little forgotten back here. Staff of Teleportation back. With a coil, he might be able to force a teleport here. There's no dust on the Death Knight, but it looks like the Archmage is not trying to use the Cloak of Shadows. Ooh, and he doesn't go for it. So the Archmage escapes. 3 footmen are still alive. How many ghouls were lost there? 2 ghouls. So that's going to hurt Happy's wood income a little bit, but he's already picking, or getting a couple, so that shouldn't be too bad. Late Slaughterhouse, it's going up. Just now getting his second ziggurat. So this gave him up to 30 food, the Necropolis, and now he's getting a second zig when he's already almost halfway to tier 3. Very interesting. Meanwhile, in the humans base, sorry guys, I'm going to be pausing. It's hard to keep up with the game and talk about it, everything at the same time. Priests and rifles. So that seems to be the new meta for human. I think just 1 sanctum priests with 1 barracks rifles, and then kind of branching out from there. Correct me if I'm wrong, or if I'm out of date, but I feel like that's what I'm seeing a lot of these days. Alright, we've got, I'm sure statues are planned. I'm really fascinated by this. I'm not sure what the plan is. Probably creep this quickly. So you're going to build a Tome of Relics soon. Just build it right here, maybe a zig. Creep that very quickly. The Mountain King gets level 2 with some nice power creeping. Wand of Mana Stealing's not great, but it's not bad. Can definitely catch the Death Knight off guard if he's running low on mana, can't get that last coil off. It's definitely not what the Mountain King was hoping for here. And I do not believe we get level 3. No. Okay, I'm right that time. So no level 3 for the Death Knight yet. This will be a nice grab for the human player. I wonder what item he'll get. Let's see. Ancient Django of Endurance. Really, really strong. That's a great pickup. Extra movement on these rifles, which is definitely one of the weaknesses of this strategy. That's going to come in very handy. This is so weird. He's not expanding. He's not doing anything with it. I guess it's a point for him to teleport to. He was able to build, of course, 10 extra food without paying any lumber cost by building a Necropolis instead of a ziggurat. But it still seems so strange. A little bit of skeleton harass going on here. I'm sure at least 1 peasant will die. 2 will die. 2. So very effective. And Happy comes in with just 2 Crypt Fiends and an Acolyte 8 minutes into the game. And he's causing a lot of damage here. Really causing a lot of trouble. Meanwhile, in the Undead base, the Priests and Riflemen are showing up. I think he's going to have to retreat, though. There's just, yeah, especially once Happy teleports back. Look at a lot of damage done to the human economy, and although this army is definitely larger than Happy's, I don't think it's going to be able to penetrate the the Undead base, especially now that there's also a Spirit Tower up. Altar goes down. It's definitely a gain for the human player. Maybe he'll start sieging down the main, or is he? No, he's sieging down the crypt. Any experience is good experience. Does he get it? No. The Acolyte escapes. Unfortunate.
Research complete.
Maybe this was just a Necropolis in case Blade tried to expand. Maybe he was going to be there to tower it or teleport units there in the event that the human tried to expand, and it's just precautionary. It's It's hard to say, but this is looking now really strong actually for Blade or Unique. He's got great positioning outside the Undead base. He's going to be able to keep him pinned in for a little while. Footmen are going to die, but these are still the 3 footmen from way back when, so they've served their purpose. Good pick off on the sorceress there. Is this fiend going to die? I don't think so. There's got to be... Oh, it does. I expected a coil, but I must have missed the last one. It must be on cooldown. Footmen have dropped. I think this is an overcommittal by Blade. I don't think he really gains a whole lot by taking out this crypt. Instead, I think he should be pulling back. I guess there aren't a lot of creep camps left. Let's check. Are there creep camps? Yeah, so you could pull back and try to creep this, because Happy's army is definitely not as powerful. Maybe he should go here and pull back and creep from here. Can also go for the gold mine, something like that. I don't think he gains a lot by killing this crypt. Also, I'm gonna say, guys, I'm gonna critique or make comments like that, but please don't mistake my my thinking out loud for opinions or think. I know these are 2 phenomenal players, and I can't compare to them in any way. I'm just, you know, I think that's what the play would be here. That's 4 acolytes repairing the crypt. That's really effective. Priest goes down. I think the crypt fiend will he survive? No, that's a big bash to secure the kill. Acolytes have been returned, just 1 repairing the crypt now, but Blade is really putting a lot of pressure on. He's doing a very good job here. 3 fiends exposing themselves a little bit. The Mountain King has tons of mana, so I'm sure another Stormbolt is imminent. Excuse me. The Archmage, yeah, there's the Water Elemental. Good attempt on the Lich, but as long as the Death Knight has mana, it's going to be really tough to secure that kill. Although, look at him going down. The Mountain King has more than enough mana to just keep hawking those Stormbolts. Nice Frost Nova. Ooh, the Priest escapes. Preemptive Death Coil by the Death Knight, just keeping that Lich alive. Water Elemental goes down as the first Devourer shows up. So the Devourer is really not that strong here, though, is he? Ooh, the Crypt Lord is, though. Does the Oh! Lich dies and Mountain King survives. Wow, that was big. So the Crypt Lord shows up, scares the human off, forces him back with Impale, because this is a very Impale vulnerable army. That's a weird way to say it, but you know what I mean. But he really did quite substantial damage, Blade did. With the crypt gone, look at this, Happy hasn't even been able to build back his crypt. He's limited to just 2 ghouls on wood, so his wood's very, very limited. You know, I'm talking about how little he gains by killing a crypt, and now it looks like he's done quite a bit. Creeps this camp, gets a true shot aura. That's amazing. That's amazing for this army. Those riflemen are loving it, which also have an attack upgrade. Dancing with the devil a little bit with the Mountain King so weak, but he does have an invulnerability potion. No teleport. One thing I always find so impressive with these top ranked players is how confidently they move around the map without Scrolls of Town Portal. I feel like when I'm playing, it's such an essential item because I'm not the perfect player, so I'm frequently caught out of position, or when I am caught out of position, things just go so far south so quickly. It seems like such an essential item for someone of my caliber of play. But these guys are just so confident in their abilities and their map awareness that they just really expose themselves in these aggressive positions without a teleport. Like, look at what this Archmage Mountain King are doing right now. He has no way of defending his base from this onslaught. Really, really aggressive play by both players. But I think it works in Happy's favor because he can attack the peasants and there's nothing... You know, he can just take out the economy here and then he'll teleport home and slowly hold off. This is such a strong army. This army is so much stronger than Happy's. What are the levels? 4-3-2 versus 4-4. Well, so there's 0 economy for Blade right now. Is this an aggressive teleport? No. So we're going to see a priest go down very quickly, I'm sure. Yeah. Teleport was forced. Happy's cornered in his base. Blade is going to have to be focused on just replenishing. Luck is his macros completely slipped, which is completely reasonable, but it might end up costing him. These rifles are doing a ton of damage. Acolyte's repairing the main. Another Crypt Fiend goes down. Oh no, Archmage, hide! 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 Are you gonna... Okay, he's got the invulnerability potion. Good handoff by the Mountain King. Looking for another Stormbolt. Haven't seen one in a while, I feel. There it is, and that's going to be a dead Crypt Lord. Oh! Scroll of Healing buys enough time for the Crypt Lord to buy a heal potion, buys enough time for the Death Knight to Death Coil again, and now the Mountain King's going to die, but so is the Death Knight. Wow. The rifles are in such a dangerous position. These Spirit Towers and Nerubian Towers and Black Citadel are going to pick off the priests very quickly once Happy starts focusing with them. I'm sure that's what's going to happen. Hurt the sustain of this human army. Wow, this is a great game. Some good dispels, getting rid of those skeletons. Another rifleman might go down. No. Nope. The Lich is doing a ton of damage. Ah, there it is, the daytime hide. Cloak of Shadows, actually worth it, finally. I'm sure there will be dust showing up soon, though. It's a very easy fix for Happy when he's cornered against his own Tomb of Relics. Alright, a little bit of a breather here. Rifles, not much of one. The nuke coming down on the Archmage scares him off, but not fully away. The Lich is out of mana, and the human player knows this. Black Citadel at full health again, so these riflemen are not going to be able to take that down anytime soon. The destroyers don't seem like they're able to do a whole lot. I guess just devouring magic on the water elementals alone is enough, but you know, there's nothing for them to dispel from the priests. Rifles do relatively well against just pure destroyers, so the fact that Happy's been able to get what value he has out of them already is very impressive to me. Good Devour, gets level 3 on the Crypt Lord. I'm sure that's level 2 Impale, and oh, this is a great spot for it. Ooh, not quite full range, but still nabs 2 rifle kills, so that's really big. Slaughterhouse has started. He's confident he'll be able to keep the human army back. So we have rallied units coming in again. Full income on the human base. How long until the Death Knight's out? Halfway. Mountain King is out. He must have, Happy must have not had the gold to even start buying back the Death Knight right away. Or maybe he had to spend the gold on items or units, but it's going to be a while before we see this guy still. I guess not too long. But again, like I said, Mountain King's out. Archmage picks up the invulnerability potion, which is absolutely critical. You do not want the Undead grabbing this one at this stage in the game. Yes, Peach, I know. That's my cat. She's got a lot to say. Alright, this could be another big item. Let's see. Oh, it is another big item. Devotion Aura. Not the best one that he could have picked up, but still. Any aura items are good items. Especially against an undead army, you get that extra 2 armor. That's substantial. Let's see what the difference is. Obviously 0% damage reduction versus 11% damage reduction. That adds up. That's substantial damage reduction. Big pickup. Not to mention the experience that was gained from that camp as well. So the invulnerability potion has been moved to the Mountain King. This rifleman's definitely going down. Death Knight in a bit of a vulnerable spot. He's lucky the Mountain King was a little bit further behind. Maybe lucky is the wrong word. I'm sure Happy knows what he's doing, but so he's defending with a lone Death Knight. Oh. This is an illusion of a Death Knight. So there's 0 luck involved there. Happy knows exactly what he's doing. He's taking down the human economy again while the human takes out his slaughterhouse and starts focusing his main. Let's look at 2,800 left in the humans, 19. So about 1,000 gold gained by Happy just through economy harassment, and that is on top of considering like how much time have these acolytes wasted repairing the citadel and the crypt. It's impressive. It's impressive. He's really, really crippled the human economy while defending these pushes. Beach, I know. You can stop meowing. Everything's okay. Okay, a breather. What happens from here? What happens from here? Okay. Archmage is leading the charge. Happy's back cornered in his base. There's going to be a lot of damage thrown at this Black Citadel. What are the priests? Just adepts. Is he still tier 2? Of course. He doesn't have an opportunity to go tier 3. I'm not sure how Happy's going to hold this, guys. Maybe, maybe like that. That might do it. That was about as massive an impale you're likely to get. One big hero kill would be absolutely devastating for Happy. But as things stand, I think this necropolis paid off. Wow. Wow. Now Happy has all the time in the world. He can sit back, take these fights, and fall back. It doesn't matter. An undead on an expansion is going to be a lot of trouble for a human in this spot. I think this is... Well, I can see the replay timer where you guys can't, but I feel like the game's coming to an end soon. Is that a dead Mountain King? There's an invulnerability potion. There it is. Crypt Lord taking some heavy damage, but he's going to escape. So few undead units here, but nothing's dying. Nothing's dying. Great Impale again. That's a 5-unit Impale. Gets a priest, 2 priests, and a sorceress off that Impale. They're going to get a rifleman as well. And the undead heroes are going to get a rifleman as well. Look at these Impales. So many Impales. That's going to be a dead Mountain King. And Happy takes it down. That was a great game. That's 5-4-3 versus 5-4. Gold mined. Yeah. Happy gained way more resources despite being defending that whole time. That was really good economy harass. Alright, so that wraps up my first replay in a while. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, any questions, comments, or criticisms are welcome. If you think I misspoke or I have the wrong idea of what the current meta is, or any thoughts you might have on what I just commentated, I am happy to hear them. So thank you for watching, and until next time, have a great rest of your night.